This is probably something that's been on my mind a long time, and probably wouldn't recommend watching this if you're not somebody that's really, if you're a little bit unsure of yourself, or you're not, there's still a lot of questions in your mind about things in general, and this probably wouldn't be a good video to watch, because this is probably something that I should seek out a professional to talk about with. I mean, somebody like that's a certified psychiatrist, or even somebody in the psychiatric field, because what I'm trying to talk about has really been bothering me for a long time. It's something that just it's in the back of my mind, and it's very annoying. It's the prospect of returning to being becoming alive again as some kind of an organism. Now, I know you're saying, well, you just believe in reincarnation. Well, I've studied a lot about neurology and about how the brain works and about what's happening in the physiological mechanism of the thinking process, and what your identity is, as far as what's happening neurologically in your brain. And I'm fully convinced that I am a physical organism, that my consciousness is an emergent property of physical, chemical properties of a nervous system. So I just thought I'd get that out of the way to further explain to you where I'm going with this video. And the really thing it's not that I'm going to die someday. That's not what really bothers me. What bothers me more than just knowing as a fact that I'm going to die someday, and this whole life that I'm experiencing is just going to come to an end, that I'm in the back of my mind, I don't think that that's really going to happen from my own point of view. From the point of view of this consciousness, that this consciousness will like come back and re-emerge, and the emergent property that made me this consciousness that I am now will happen again in the future. And the perception of time passage while I'm dead, there won't be any perception of time for me. From my point of view, I won't perceive a second, an hour, a week, a moment, because I won't be there to experience that. What I'll have to endure through is becoming alive again in some other future form. And I'm just asking anyone out there that's maybe very knowledgeable, or maybe has inside information about this, what you can do, what can someone do to not come about into existence again? Okay, you've accepted that you're going to die. Now, how do you absolutely make certain that you're not going to have to emerge again as a physical organism, as a form of consciousness in the future? Now, I understand karmic law and about you're accumulating bad karma, and then there's some of these New Age ideas of Akashic records and that, which I kind of don't accept. That I don't really believe that there is supernatural, or there is some kind of super above the natural order of things going on somewhere. So I've ruled out a lot of the mythical, magical, supernatural kinds of thinking about what happens when I'm going to die, after I'm going to die. The problem I have is that if it's all physical, driven by the laws of physics and nature, then is there a way that from like this point forward in my life, if I live a certain way, if I start thinking a certain way, or behaving a certain way, or practice a certain kind of exercise in my life from this day forward, that I won't have to be burdened by coming back again, that this soul that I am, this individual consciousness that's me now, won't have to be all of a sudden emerge being a a baby again and come out of a woman or grow inside of a woman? Is there a way that that if you accept, okay, that I'm going to die, I know I'm going to die, then that won't have to come back. There won't be another emergence of this, of the form that's this form here, this form of body that creates this consciousness in that I am. How does anyone know, or is there some secret knowledge that certain people have that you won't, that'll get you from not having to come back, that will prevent, that if you don't want to come back and emerge again, is there a way to choose not to come back? Is there a way that will guarantee that, like, that I know, my consciousness knows that it's going to die, it's going to end, but the problem is that I won't be there to know that I'm not there. So if I'm there again, if this happens again, which an eternity could be like that for my own sense of consciousness, but if my conscious, is there a way by living this life from this point forward that there's anything at all I could possibly do to make sure that the pattern that this consciousness came out of, it emerges from, won't happen again in the future? So that's what I'm saying. Maybe I need to talk about a psychiatrist about it, because it's something that's just very, it's been on my mind. It's bothered me for a long time. I mean, when I was a youngster, I was more religious, so I believed in a God. And when you believe in a God, then you kind of shift that over, and okay, I don't have to worry about that because there's going to be a God there. The intelligence is going to take care of me. That will see forever. If I'm a good person, then the super intelligence will put me in a better place. So I'll get into a better place after this life is over. I'll go to a better place, a happier place, because I'm a good person, and that's my reward. But if there's no God anymore, if it's just nature and natural forces, then how do you deal with that? So anyhow, just feel free to leave a relevant comment. You know, just if you leave a comment, watch this video from the beginning to the end, and try to understand what I'm saying, and maybe you have your own. Maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe you got it. Maybe you have everything figured out and I don't. So maybe you can PM me, help me out with this problem that I have. Thanks for watching. Bye.